Hi there, I'm just going to show you some of the detailing kit for my two cars that I use, and I also offer a detailing service around about the £35 mark it'll cost. I generally charge £5 an hour. I actually put most of the proceeds, probably about 80% of the proceeds, to charity. One of the first charity I was given to was Cancer Research. And I think this year I've put some money towards the Macmillan charity, which I'm doing a charity golf tournament for later. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the kit that I've got. I use it in pretty much the order that you'd actually use it, so take note of that. Starting on the left, I've got some citrus wash and a snow foam lance with Magifoam, I think it was, not in the same Magifoam bottle, because I found it quite hard to dispense it. But anyway, the citrus wash you can actually dilute quite a lot actually with water, and still works perfectly well. Both the citrus wash and the Magifoam, or the snow foam there, help with lifting the dirt from your car prior to using a 3-bucket wash. So moving on, 3-bucket wash there. I'm sure you've heard of the 2-bucket wash. I actually use a 3-bucket wash, as do most people. And the main point to notice with the 3-bucket wash are the grit guards. If you've never come across those, but I'd imagine you have done with 2-bucket wash, because somebody who knows about a 2-bucket wash probably know about grit guards. But the point I'm making is that I've used two different mitts there. My actual wash mitt does need changing. The lamb's wool mitt there on the right, it does look a little bit coarse and does need changing. Moving down, I've got some Baneblade Hellshine. It is by far the best shampoo that I've used. Simple as that. Better than anything I've used on Autobright Direct. I did get it from Autobright Direct, obviously, but better than Luxury Suds. I can't remember the other one that I've used, but better than anything else that I've used from there. Moving to the right, I've got the wheel cleaning or dressing kit that I've got there. It's not fantastic. The really good products in front of you there. The Purple Rain, which is fantastic, and the Bright Gel brings your alloys up really, really nicely, in conjunction with a wheel brush there. Moving to the right, then I've got some Dodo Juice lube, which I bought from eBay, and clay bar. My clay bar needs changing. I'm pretty low on the lube there. The Correct It range there, the 3 black bottles, absolutely fantastic. Used in conjunction with a hex cutting pad. Depending on what the level of damage to the paintwork, depends on depend on which of those bottles that I use. Sometimes I just use one. Sometimes you don't need any at all if the paintwork's in good nick. And same with the pads, whether you're using a heavy cutting pad, a medium, or a light cutting pad. Moving to the back there, I've got some glass cleaner there, some cheap glass cleaner I got from eBay. And to the right of that, I've got some Seal and Protect. I used it on my friend's T4 van, on his VW T4, and it come up an absolute treat, and he actually loves it. I've not used it on my Mustang or my S-Max at the moment, because I've been using the Hellshine Abyss sealant there, which I think's absolutely out of this world. Above that is the Carbonuba Wet Wax. Please excuse my dog whining to go out. And to the right of that, I've got 2 glosses. One's more of a quick detailer in the Project 32, which is fantastic. Old big jug or a big bottle there, but I was really annoyed. I tipped it over, and for some reason it leaked all out the top, so I was really annoyed that I lost about half that bottle. But it works really well. You don't need to use too much there. And also next to it, I've got some Cherry Glaze, which is also quite fantastic. To the right of that, I've got some sealing wax from Menzerna, which I've not really used a great deal. I got it off eBay, I just thought I'll give it a try. I've not used it a great deal, and it's not too bad. Just to the right, I've got some interior cleaning stuff. I'm not that big on the interior clean, because there's not, in my opinion, there's not a great deal that you can do more than you just need a hoover and a bit of elbow grease, which I've got a brush there, and I've got a little quick sort of painter's looking brush, detailing brush there as well. Moving down, I've already looked at some of the hex pads that I've got. I think that's a medium cut, or sorry, no, that's a sort of medium heavy cut. That's a medium cut. I've got some of the mitts that actually came. Oh, that looks quite dirty actually. That could be better actually. These are the flat ones that come with the actual machine. I've got these ones separate. They look pretty ropey actually, so they probably need a change. That doesn't look too bad. And these are the sort of finishing black pads. That's another one I got with it, and a dog hair on it. I'll have to clean all this off. Underneath that, I've got off the top of my head, I think it's called the Scythe buffing cloth, which again is fantastic. I've had it about 6 months, probably due for a change, but it's still doing a half decent job. Moving below that, I've got the, oh, excuse my foot. I've got a dual action polisher with 2 different size pads to use on that. One thing I will say on polishers, I'd buy a dual action polisher rather than a rotary spin polisher. Okay, there's lots of decent makes out there. Don't think you're going to get a decent one by buying one from Halfords. You'll probably you'll need to spend at least £100 on those. Okay. Moving to the back there, I've got some drying cloths and some applicators. Should have mentioned drying cloths with the actual cleaning stuff there. My issue at the moment is I can't dry the car quick enough before the sun leaves watermarks. So I'm trying my best on this, but I need to get better. I need to get better, more efficient between doing my final jet wash off and drying the car. And there's some more microfiber cloths there that to the left of that, which you can never have enough of. Okay, my next video will be outside, and we'll be looking at different techniques that I use to detail my car.